When a child first comes into your home, I mean, keep in mind they're scared to death. They're scared. They could be angry. Their whole world, if they've just recently been removed from their home, their whole world could be upside down. I remember one time meeting with a caseworker, and a child was being placed in one of our homes. And we're sitting around the table. There's all of these adults sitting around the table making decisions for six children who just got removed from their home by law enforcement earlier that day. And there's a boy on the floor, sitting on the floor, 13 years old, who was absolutely devastated. He was in tears. And finally, I thought, here we are. We're just a bunch of adults sitting here talking about a child's future. The real issue is right on that floor. That's not what's going on at this table. The real issue. So I just got down and sat down on the floor with them. So you guys keep on talking about this, what you need to do, but I'm going to sit here with this child. And I think we need to connect with kids when they first come into our home. We need to understand and begin to think about what they may be experiencing. Your home smells different than their home did. It may smell a whole lot better, but it's different. And that doesn't smell good to a kid just coming into your home. The clothing you wear, the way you talk, how neat your home is or how messy their home may be, that's completely different. And those things are very unsettling for a child. And keep in mind, even the tone or the sound in the home, if it's quiet in your home and their home was noisy and chaotic, that noise and chaos is going to be a sense of comfort to them. And so you think, right away, well, our home is neat and clean, it smells good and it's quiet, and that child should love that. Think again. You just put a child in a foreign environment and you're asking them to really love it. So understand they're scared to death. So then begin to think about that as that child comes into your home. What does this look like for them? And begin to see your own home and your own setting through their eyes. Realize they're scared and understand that fear that they have is the main source of provoking maladaptive behaviors is fear. And so that fear can even start the behaviors. Oh, they'll hold the line for 24 or 36, 48 hours, and then after that, everything starts to erupt. Why? Because that fear and that need for control, the need to control my environment, my surroundings, the need to control the fire and rage in my own mind, it starts to come out. So anticipate that. Kids that come into a home, they may have food insecurities. A lot of them do. And one of the things that we've done is we've taken a basket full of snacks, and my wife has, and placed that basket full of snacks. And you think, oh, they're all healthy snacks. No, they're not all healthy snacks. Some of them are just junk food. And you put a little basket of snacks on their dresser, and you let them know, you know what, you can have those anytime. I don't care if it's 5 minutes before we eat dinner. You can have a snack whenever you feel. What were we doing there? We're taking away food insecurity. We're letting them know, wait a minute, I'm not going to have to wonder about what I'm going to eat or where I'm going to eat or how I'm going to get it or what it's going to be, And we tell them, what are some of your favorite meals? Well, what would be in that meal? And so then we begin to make some of those meals. And actually having them help you make those meals is a great way to do it if they're obviously age appropriate. But so again, learning to see through their eyes, the food issues, clothing, understanding that they're coming oftentimes with a very limited amount of clothing. So like, what kind of clothes do you like to wear? Maybe we should go to the store and get some, and begin to pick up some things that they like that are going to be, help them feel comfortable and especially in the context that they're in, and and then and then maybe finding like out about the games they like to play. What kind of games do you like to play? What kind of board games do you play if they do? Or and again, obviously a lot of them like to play video games and or things like that. And there may be things that are inappropriate. It's like, you know what, I'm not going to be able to play that game with you right now, but can you think of one that would be maybe better for you to play? And oh, they can think of everything. It's like, oh, I like to play this. Well, let's do that. Taking time, asking questions about, tell me about your family. And they may think of a grandmother or mother, father, and it may be a mother or father who abused them too. But that's still their mother and father, and they need to be able to talk about them freely if they so desire. And there may be family members they don't wish to talk about. Don't pry. Your goal is not to get the information about the child that they're not wanting to share, but you want to be able to listen to them as they do share. Um, and obviously, providing a safe atmosphere is crucial. The child who has come from a dangerous setting has to be brought into a setting that's safe. And some foster parents think, well, that's enough. I mean, my house is safe. The abuse is over. The neglect is over. That's done. But a child has to feel safe. The perception of safety, the perception of well-being is just as important as well-being or safety. They have to perceive they're safe. And so begin to look for cues about what makes them feel safe. Is it having the ability to shut their bedroom door? Perhaps there's been some abuse or neglect issues that have been related to the bedroom. A child may feel safer with the bedroom door shut. And and that's something that we have to work through carefully. But some of those ways, you need to explore ways to help the child feel safe, um, to feel a part of the family, to feel connected, to feel they have a voice, to feel they can be an individual as well. That they really don't have to change to become part of your family. They can be who they are, and having that identity is really connected to that core of having value. Is my life valuable? And many of the kids that come into foster care, they don't feel valuable. They feel expendable. They feel forgotten or abandoned, or used or something else. And there can be a lot of rage and fear and stuff that's built up in them. So those types of things, helping them make their bedroom. I mean, like, what colors do you like? I mean, for one child, we found out that her favorite color was blue. And so we painted the entire bedroom blue before she came. I mean, just a light blue, and put up white curtains and had her initial on a wooden initial on her dresser. And it was walked in there, it's like, that's my initial, and like almost like we didn't know. And but the whole idea was to make her feel connected and to feel valued, wanted, at ease. Again, to drop that level of fear down. And with that fear dropping down, maladaptive behaviors will drop equally with that level of fear as it drops.